We are told the present is a razor's edge, a thin, fleeting instant between past and future, a ticking now, always slipping away. But is that really how it feels? Because sometimes the present expands. It stretches, wide enough to hold déjà vu, wide enough to echo with memory and tremble with futures not yet lived. There are moments, quiet, golden, immersive, where time doesn't feel like a line. It feels like a fold, a chamber, a depth you can enter. You sit in a room, sunlight falling through the curtain, and suddenly it's not just now. It's every afternoon you've ever loved, every ache that ever felt beautiful, every silence that said more than words. What is this feeling? Is it nostalgia from the future? A memory from the soul? A glitch in the narrative of time? Or is it that the present moment is not a moment at all, but a field? What if the now isn't thin, but thick? What if it contains everything? This episode is a meditation on that thickness, the mystery of moments that seem to bend, where linear time loses its authority, and something eternal whispers through the folds. Einstein once said, "The distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion." But the soul knew this long before the physicist. Every great song, every great kiss, every glimpse of awe feels timeless. Because it is. We live not on a conveyor belt of seconds, but in a web of meaning. And sometimes, in the stillness, we touch the thread that connects it all. That's when time folds. Not backward, not forward, but inward. And in that fold, something opens. Not just awareness, but presence. Not just presence, but communion. Let's slow down, not in body, but in being. Feel into this second, not as a passing dot on the timeline, but as a doorway, a threshold. What if this moment has depth, not just duration? Close your eyes. Listen. There's no sound. And yet, there's something here, a richness, a hum. A feeling that now is not just what's happening, but where you are. This is what sages and mystics mean when they speak of the eternal now. Not a clockless void, but a living presence that defies measurement. It's why a second can feel like forever when you're waiting in pain, or why hours disappear in the arms of someone you love. Time is not uniform, not to the heart, not to the soul. Linear time, chronos, is for calendars. But this is kairos, sacred time, alive time, time that breathes with you. And in kairos, the moment folds. You are no longer chasing after what's next. You're dwelling in what is. And somehow, what was and what could be are quietly there too. It's the way a smell brings back a memory, or a dream feels like a message from tomorrow. It's the conversation that changes you, though you can't say why. It's the silence that lingers long after the words end. This folded time doesn't follow the rules. It bends. It stretches around presence, around meaning, around love. And the more present you become, the more you sense the layers within each breath. The now is not a dot. It's a spiral. And within it, your whole life turning. In a culture obsessed with speed, we treat slowness like failure. Pausing feels like falling behind. Stillness feels like surrender. But what if the pause isn't passive, but potent? What if slowing down is how the soul catches up? In those rare moments when time slows, in the forest, in a lover's gaze, in the first breath after weeping, you are not simply in time. You are with it. You are inside it. You become its witness and its participant. And it is here, in this folded space, that the most important questions arise. Not what's next, but what's real. Not how much time do I have, but what is time without me measuring it? Because time isn't just ticking on a cosmic clock, it's textured, emotional, layered. In grief, 1 minute can feel eternal. In ecstasy, time dissolves. Which one is the truth? Which one is real? The paradox is this: both. Time doesn't just pass, it presses. It presses into you. It marks you. Not like a number, but like a presence, an imprint. And when you become aware of that, when you really feel it, you start to notice the folds. How a memory suddenly surfaces in the middle of your day, as if called by some unseen hand. How a decision made years ago still echoes in your body, still shaping the direction of your breath. How the future, somehow, has always been whispering to you in the shape of your longings. Time folds inward. And in that fold, you find a kind of knowing that can't be rushed or reasoned with. You find presence that is not just still, but sacred. So how do we live in this folded now? We stop measuring presence by productivity. We stop reducing meaning to milestones. We stop asking, "What time is it?" and start asking, "What is this moment made of?" Because each moment is made not just of what's happening, but of how you're meeting it. Are you resisting it? Escaping it? Filling it with noise? Or are you listening? Not just with ears, but with your entire being. To live in time's fold is to release the chase. It's to recognize that life isn't a sequence of checkboxes, but a spiral of awakenings. And some of those awakenings only happen when you pause, when you stand still long enough for the past to catch up, the future to soften, and the present to expand. This is not time as a tyrant. This is time as a temple. Each breath, a bell. Each silence, a sanctuary. You don't need to escape to the mountains or the monastery. The fold is here, in the quiet between your thoughts, in the stillness between your plans, in the pause between your sentences. Here, time stops pretending to be a line. Here, you remember that you are not rushing toward your life. You are in it, already, now. And this now, this thick, sacred, living now, isn't something you pass through. It's something you can enter, something you can become. So slow down, not to fall behind, but to arrive, in the only place you've ever truly been. Here, now, always. Next time on the Quiet Paradox series, we explore the answer that asks back. Every solution births a better question. Until then, stay curious, stay conscious. If this stirred something inside you, subscribe, like, and share this with a fellow seeker.